on YouTube? Your one Blink here, back with another new video. Today's video, we have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure Deck Freezing Chains with all these ice dragons on the cover. So if you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button. And yeah, this deck looks amazing. And there's like 6 ultra rares inside here, which is really high.
Okay. The Structure Deck Freezing Chains. So here's the back. As winter grows colder, the icy prison cannot withhold the growing storm within, and the return of the Trishula is nigh. The synchro monsters of the Ice Bearer break free in Structure Deck Freezing Chains. The Ice Bearer strategy puts the freeze on opposing strategies while preparing to finish them off with their incredible synchro monsters. And these are all the dragons and monsters you get in the deck. Some of the spell cards, Mirror of the Ice Bearer, Salvage Surface, Trap cards, and some of the extra deck. And that's all you get. 37 commons, 3 super rares, 6 ultra rares, 1 double-sided deluxe game mat with guide tips to execute the perfect strategy. Okay. That is nice to know. Let's try to get this baby open without messing it up. Okay, we already messed it up. Pretty much, this top of this thing is pretty much done for. But that's okay. Ooh, shiny. Alright, I'm going to get everything out and sort it out for you.
This game mat, which is really cool to be honest, with these 3 epic looking dragons. And honestly, you can barely see the squares, but it is a game mat, which is really cool. And on the back side, you get tips and tricks on the latest sets that came out to like do combos and stuff, which is really cool if you're new to the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. So yeah, that's what you're working with right here.
Let's get this structure deck open. There's the back. Scan here to learn the basics. I think we just might need a scan to learn the basics. This thing's gonna be really difficult to open, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, we got this. Okay, there we go. Our first card, Spellcaster, Revealer of the Ice Barrier. You control another Ice Barrier monster your opponent cannot tribute summon. You can only use each of the following effects, Revealer of the Ice Barrier, once per turn. Alright, we're not going to go too far into it. Speaker for the Ice Barriers. Basically the same thing going on with this one. Anime. Zujin, the Ice Barrier. Woo! Warrior effect. You can tribute this card. Special summon 1 level 5 or higher Ice Barrier monster from your hand. If this card is in your graveyard except the turn it was sent there, you can target 1 level 3 or higher water monster you control. Reduce its level exactly 2, and if you do, special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of Zujin Ice Barrier once per turn. Okay. Winds of the Ice Barrier. Spell card. Tribute any of the Ice Barrier monsters. Special summon from your deck level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monsters during the main phase. Except this turn this card was sent to your graveyard. You can banish this card from the graveyard. Then target one of your Ice Barrier monsters that banish in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. You can only use this effect of Winds of over the Ice Barrier once per turn. And now we have the big daddy of them all. Trishula, Zero Dragon of the Ice Barrier. This card is sick. One tuner. Okay, this is a Dragon Synchro effect. One tuner, non-tuner monsters. When this card is synchro summoned, you can banish up to 3 cards your opponent controls. If this synchro summon card and its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon 1 Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, from your extra deck or graveyard. Its attack becomes 3,300, then half attack of any face-up monsters your opponent currently controls also negate their effects. You can also use this effect of Trishula's 0 Dragon of the Ice Barrier once per turn. Dang, that's insane. That fool is OP. Dwarlan Tiger, King of the Ice Barrier. Alright, we're not going to go too much into everyone, but that's really cool too. Bryonic, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. You can discard any number of cards to the graveyard, then target the same number of your opponent cards your opponent controls. Return those cards to your hand. You can only use this effect of Bionic Dragon, the Ice Barrier, once per turn. Bryonic, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Gungnir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Once per turn, you can discard up to 2 cards to your graveyard, then target the same number of cards your opponent controls. Destroy them. That's actually insane. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. When this card is synchro summoned, you can banish up to 1 card from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard. The card in the hand chosen is at random. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to get into the deck now. Far this ice deck is actually insane. General Wayne of the Ice Barrier is like in the ice galaxy of space. Hexa, Spirit of the Ice Barrier. Blizz, the Defender of the Ice Barrier. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, draw 1 card. Not bad. Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier. While you control another Ice Barrier monster level 4 or higher, monsters cannot declare an attack. Nice. Prior of the Ice Bear. Prior of the Ice Bear. Okay. Defender of the Ice Bear. While you control another Ice Bear monster, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare an attack if their attack is greater than or equal to this card's defense. Warlock of the Ice Barrier. While you control another Ice Barrier, monsters both players must set spell cards before activating them. You cannot activate them until their next turn. Spellbreaker of the Ice Barrier. Spellbreaker of the Ice Barrier. Once per turn, you send 1 Ice Barrier monster from your hand to your graveyard. Neither player can activate spell cards until the end of your turn while this monster is face up on the field. Strategist of the Ice Barrier. Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier. Dad Sojo of the Ice Barrier. General Rayo of the Ice Barrier. Medium of the Ice Barrier. This is cool. If your opponent controls 4 or more cards than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. Your opponent can only activate 1 spell or trap card each turn. General Gatala of the Ice Barrier. General Runard of the Ice Barrier. Genex Controller. Genex Undyne. Aqua Spirit. Cannot be normal summoned. Must be first special summoned from your hand, banishing 1 water monster from your graveyard. Once per turn during your opponent's standby phase, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, change that target's battle position, and if you do, it cannot change its battle position for the rest of the turn. Dupe Frog. This card's name becomes Death Frog while on field. Your opponent's controls cannot target monsters for this attack except once per turn. Once this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 frog monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand except Dupe Frog. Ronatoden. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 1 frog monster from your graveyard, special summon this card. Frischborg launcher. Oh man. Montella Elemental Lord. Silent Angler. Freezing Chains Ice Barrier. Magic Triangle Ice Barrier. Reveal Ice Barrier monsters with different names in your hand, then target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target, and if you do, special summon one Ice Barrier monster from your hand. Medallion of the Ice Barrier. Add one Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand. So this runs literally around Ice Barriers. Mirror of the Ice Barrier. Salvage. Classic card right there. Target 2 water monsters with 1,500 attack or less in your graveyard. Add those targets to your hand. So you can salvage some of your Ice Barriers. Surface. Target 1 level 3 or lower fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense. Where art thou? Pointer of the Red Lotus. Pay 2,000 life points. Reveal your entire hand. Look at your opponent's hand and banish one card from their hand until your opponent's next end phase. Ooh, that's kind of sick. That's a crazy card. Fiendish Chain. Activate this card targeting one effect monster on the field. Negate the effects of that face-up monster while it is on field. Also, face-up monsters cannot attack. When it is destroyed, destroy this card. Eisbein. If a non-water monster is normal or special summon while you control a water monster, change that or summon monster to defense position. Activate this card by paying 1,000 life points. Neither player can activate the effects of the monsters in the hand. Oh, Mind Drain. That's kind of dope. Heavy Storm Duster. Target up to 2 spells, traps on the field. Destroy them. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. Crackdown. Activate by targeting one face-up monster your opponent controls. Take control of that monster. While you control that monster, it cannot attack or activate effects when your monster leaves that field. Destroy this card. Alright, that's too much to read, but that's the last card. Banish one card from your opponent controls. Banish one card from your opponent's graveyard. Banish one random card from your opponent's hand. Yeah. Alright, guys. These are all these cards. Blazing Vortex. We might open up a pack if we have enough time. I'll have to see after this. But yeah, you get all these crazy cards. Pretty cool. Duel Links. Playmaker, though. That's Cyburst Quantum Dragon. We got our Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl sleeves, which are actually insane. They're hollow, too. The coolest cards you can ever get in a structure deck. Like, you will not find a better card than this. It literally reminds me of the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon from back in the day. Literally an OG card, but on another level with the cosmic emerald type background. A little bit of snow back there I can see because he is an ice dragon. But yeah, he is really cool. Then you got his twin that literally is like a twin of the Blue Eyes White Dragon with the blizzard in the background. Love the art of these cards. Another dragon. He only has one head. He looks really cool though. He's in a blizzard. And then you have this last dragon. He's like frozen, but not really. I don't know, but you can see lava in the background. The art on these is actually insane.
For $10, you can't go wrong. 6 ultra rares, 3 super rares, and the deck seems pretty fun to use. And it's all ice. All the cards synchronize with each other. This is really cool, and it reminds me of the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon. You cannot go wrong. Shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Konami, whoever brings out these products. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. More Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, Xbox Series X videos coming soon. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Later.